What's up, everybody? I am too lazy to record a video today, so I'm just doing this live for New Comic Book Day. If anybody shows up, awesome. If not, I don't have to edit anything, and that's the beauty of a live stream. So I am going to talk about the books I picked up this week for New Comic Book Day. What's up, Slim? How are you doing? I'm guessing the notification popped up that I went live because I did not plan this at all. But welcome in. So I was just going to talk about what I picked up this week, talk for a few minutes, and save myself from having to edit later on. So I'll start with this one here, Scumbag number 2. And so this one, I've read everything already. Nice. That's good. You get your comics from Midtown usually, right? So they won't be here till tomorrow, or I guess maybe Friday because tomorrow's Thanksgiving. But Scumbag number 2. So I was wondering if I was going to keep reading this series, and I figured this book would decide that for me. And it's going officially onto the pool list. I really like what they're doing in this book. He's a scumbag, but the intrigue with the rest of the story has me going for that. Ah, man. Yeah, Midtown they take forever. I feel like even after if you buy something that's not on for the regular pool, they just take forever to ship it out, and then once they ship it, it takes forever to go anywhere. That's insane. Yeah, they need more people working on that, because if it's supposed to arrive the same week it came out, that's not good. So let's see. I don't have these exactly in any order, but I have Unkindness of Ravens number 3. What's up, Raider Bear? Yeah, Scumbag. It was one of those series. I read issue 1 and I liked the second half. So I was like, well, if 2's really good, I'll go for picking up number 2. And so I loved it. So now it's on. What's up? Thanks everyone that's popped in. But yeah, Unkindness of Ravens number 3. I've got cover B here somewhere in the pile. That was pretty good. It's only, I think, 5 issues total, so I'm sticking it out. It's not crazy good like some of the other series, but it's been pretty good. Autumnal number 3. So I got cover A on that one and cover B. It's finally getting to a little bit of the creepy stuff. So if you weren't reading Autumnal, if you were reading it and waiting to see when that happens, it's about to start happening, I think. Of course, had to get Department of Truth number, what are we on? Number 3. And this great cover, super awesome. What's up, All Strands? What's up? Of course. You know, maybe I'll still be on later when you pop back in. What's up, Bricks? So my Marvel pools this week was like tiny. So we got Daredevil number 24. This story's just like crazy good. Chip Zdarsky's been doing a great job on it. Champions Outlawed number 1 second print. Great Miss Marvel cover here. And then my last Marvel pick up this week was ASM 53 LR. And I'm I'm pretty sure this was supposed to be a 1 in 10 variant, but it was just sitting on the shelf like a regular. So I picked it up because it's got Miles on the cover, and it's a cool cover. But I think all of the Spider-Man game variants are supposed to be 1 in 10s. Yeah, Department of Truth has been really good. And this issue, they stepped up to an even higher level. Also hitting on more recent conspiracy theories, I think. So that was cool. Which one was Midtown Limiting? Was it the Miles book? Yeah, the 1 in 10. Yeah, so I got that for cover price. So I thought that was cool. I picked up the free DC Future State book. It looks like I just flipped through it. You know, no real like previews other than like designs of the characters. But still technically, you know, first cover appearance of maybe some of these new characters. Some old characters. They have a period, an area where they show who is who on this character. So if there are any characters you weren't sure who they were, they got that. Interesting that they were limiting this one. Well, I mean, I think with the current Miles craze, all of these 1 in 10s that they've got coming out are books to pick up for future for Miles. I think my store even like didn't order enough of 53LR. So I was learning the way that it's in the system. If you have Amazing Spider-Man on your pull list, it won't automatically pull the LR issues. They have to be ordered separately, which is weird, but apparently that's how they have that whole system set up. Picked up the Something's Killing the Children 10 second print. My store had a bunch more of these, so I might go back and pick up a second just because this is really cool cover. I like it. And then Unkindness of Ravens #1 had a second print. Oh yeah, the Sang variant was really good. I picked up one at my local shop and I had 2 on pre-order, but the store I pre-ordered from let me know that they got damaged, so I'm waiting on those still. I think the Sang one of all of the Miles covers it's been the best. Unkindness of Ravens 3 cover B. I like this cover better than the cover A. My store didn't get the 1 in 10 this week, so didn't get that. And then Boom Studios, We Only Find Them When They're Dead, #2. This is the 3rd print for this one. And other than one other series, which I'll get to, because I want to talk about that one, that was everything that's not local comic shop day. But I did pick up from that the Invincible #1 cover. I wasn't reading comics when Invincible first came out, but I've read through, I think I bought a digital trade of volume like 1 and 2 or 1, 2, and 3. I love that story, so I wish I'd been able to go back and get that. I picked up the Spawn local comic shop day cover, mainly because my store's name is on the back. I didn't get to make it on the front, but I still thought that was pretty cool. Didn't care. I'm not a big, huge Spawn fan, but also it's then another Skyline variant, which is cool. Then I haven't been reading Ice Cream Man, but I couldn't pass up on Green Eggs and Ham. So I picked this up. I'll actually read this to see how Ice Cream Man is. I've heard such good things about Ice Cream Man, and then in this issue, I finally learned why they were doing all of these Dr. Seuss homages, and that's because of the fact that he's reading a Dr. Seuss-like book in there. But I don't know. I liked this cover, so figured I'd pick it up for that nostalgia of the Dr. Seuss stuff. And then couldn't obviously pass on that foil Something's Killing the Children local comic shop day cover. This thing is amazing in person. Hard to get a good angle here with the lights, but what's up, Louis the 13th? Welcome, welcome. So this is probably my favorite of the local comic shop day covers. Yeah, I've pre-ordered a couple more too, just in case for some reason my shop wasn't able to get them. But now I have one, and that's gonna go sit next to the original cover that I got too. So you guys know I love that series, and yeah. So now I want to talk about a series that I think has potential to reach the same level as Something's Killing the Children. Yeah, honestly, like these foils, these aren't like our 90s foils covered, because those foil covers from the 90s, they're not that great. These, I don't know. There's something different about them that I really like. And there's a lot of foil covers for local comic shop day. There's I think what, 2 Power Ranger ones, and there was a Monstrous one. I think there was something else. There's a Dune one. There's a lot of foils for local comic shop day, in addition to obviously that one. You should be able to get foils slabbed. I think when they did the foil version of Something's Killing the Children #1, the Frison variant, they did that's slabbed. So it shouldn't be a problem. And I mean, looking at that, you know, unless you get a damaged corner, seems easier to get like a 9/9 on maybe. It's a lot sturdier, so maybe you'll get better potential grades from those covers. So this is the series I want to talk about. I Walk with Monsters. This one I think has potential to hit levels of Something's Killing the Children down the line. I read this. I'm absolutely sold on this series. And I mean, I was kind of sold before it started. So I picked up, that was cover A. This is cover B. I didn't see cover C, but I got that pre-ordered anyways. And then there's the 1 in 15 cover here, which is pretty awesome by itself. But then they were like, hey, let's make a 1 in 30 and make it a foil. So speaking of foils, here's another cool foil. So this is a 1 in 30. And they were like, you know, we love this art so much that let's also make a 1 per store thank you variant that's a virgin. And so there's that. I guess you probably the best look at the art on there. It's beautiful. The story was great. This is probably a series to be on the watch for, just because it's got that horror vibe, like Something's Killing the Children. There's this good like family kind of I don't know about backstory, but more like the background to what's happening. Is there, you know, it definitely results. The whole story starts with like the girl on the cover here and her brother and then their father. So it all starts with something happening when they're younger. I don't want to really give away too much on this one. Let me see who it doesn't look like they say who the cover artist on that variant is. They do not. But there is this like real like creepy, besides the monster that we saw pictured on that variant cover, there's, let me see if I can figure out who that artist is. Mirka and Dolfo did that cover. But there's this like real like creepy politician looking guy in this, which I think that panel, if you guys are reading this when you get there, that's what sold me on this completely. So I highly recommend this one. I'll do a better, like more thorough review on this one, I think. But those are just my initial thoughts after reading it once is, yes, absolutely. This has potential to be a very, very good book. And what's great is on this is, you know, I don't know who any of these people are. The artist inside, Sally Cantorino. Writer is Paul Cornell. Colorist, Deirbla Kelly. Letterer is Andworld Design. I have no idea who any of these people are. And so I think that's great. It's kind of unknown names in the comic world getting a great story out there. So yeah. The synopsis, they actually have that's kind of cool. I didn't realize Walt did this, but they have a synopsis on the back here. So it says, in JC's past is the important man who took away her brother. Now JC has David, who sometimes transforms into a terrifying beast. Together they found a way to live and to hunt, sniffing out men who prey on the vulnerable. But JC and David are about to run into the important man again. A haunting story about the monsters that walk beside us all and sometimes lurk within. So that's the synopsis of it. I think that does it justice. The important man is that politician-like guy that I was talking about that gives the very, very creepy vibes. So yeah, that's my pick of the week is this one right here. Obviously cover pick though, you know, get that local comic shop day foil cover for Something's Killing the Children if you haven't been to your shop yet to get it. What did you guys get this week? Those of you that are in the chat. I know Azores Tiger got all those X-Men books, of course. Anything besides the I think what was today, the book 22 of 22 for Ten of Swords? Can't remember if that was supposed to be today or if that's next week. Yeah, I really considered it, but since I'm not super invested in DC Comics, I ended up not picking it up. Mainly because I didn't realize it was going to be like a magazine size. So then it was another like $7 book. So with everything else I was already picking up, I ended up passing on it. But I think the other history of the DC universe is a great one as a story. I think it's going to be a great story to read. So if my store has it in another week when I'm not picking up as much, I think I'll pick it up to read. But I did like the, I didn't see that my store had because I think was the silver the local comic shop day one, or the gold, whichever was local comic shop day. I didn't see that they had it, but I know I did see one of the other people that were there at the shop this morning picked up the ratio one. So I don't know. Yeah, my store was doing one per customer on this. I'd put in I think a pre-order for 2 at one place and 1 at another. So I was hoping, between all those, I'd get at least some good condition out of my store or those other stores, and I'll be able to submit that to CGC or CBCS, somebody. Yeah, the black label, I feel like would be very, very good. I think that if I was diving down the DC rabbit hole, I would be reading all the black label stuff, just because I feel like there's better stories being told there. I am reading Batman, but that's only because James Tynion's writing Batman, and otherwise I wouldn't be doing it. Silver was the local comic. Okay, yeah, my shop had them all the local comic shop stuff on display at the front, and I didn't see that up there. So maybe they only got like 1 or 2 of them, and somebody got them in their pool or something. So I saw that actually. NOLA Comics picked that up today. I was at the shop. I ran into NOLA Comics in the shop, and we met for the first time. And he picked that one up. I stopped reading the X-Men books. It wasn't one I was looking for, but that was a really good cover. I don't remember which. It was one of the Stormbreakers, so I don't remember which artist that was on that, but I liked it. Pre-order. Let's see. So I've got an online guy that I will put in my FOC orders with, and it's Wade's Comic Madness. It's where I usually get a lot of my variant pre-orders from. But I think when I first heard that the Something's Killing the Children foil was announced, and I don't remember if it was Black Cape or maybe it was Sanctum Sanctorum. One of them, whoever was the first one that put up the pre-orders for this, is who I put in the two covers with, and then I think Wade's was who I put the 1 with. But Wade, I'll do a lot of my pre-orders just because he usually does some decent FOC deals. And then if I can't get something from him for some reason, I'll try online shop-wise. I like Sanctum Sanctorum probably the most over a lot of those other online ones. I won't touch Roger's Favorite Store. I won't touch them. I kind of been turned off to going to like some of those other ones too. Mostly just because I don't do a lot of the store variant covers anymore either. So I don't know. I'm already not putting orders in with them, so I don't go out of my way to go grab a single book from them just because shipping is not that great. Yeah, and I still haven't met Hudat, but he's in the area too. I don't know if any other member of like the Instagram, YouTube community is in the New Orleans area, but I knew Nola and Hudat were, and I knew Nola went to the same shop as me and usually was there like an hour or 2 before me. I just finally got to go at opening today, so of course he was there as he usually is at opening, and so we finally got to talk, which is kind of cool. Well, I don't have anything else to say. I've shown off my books. I don't have to do any editing tonight. It's great. Done with this video when I hit the end broadcast button. But thanks, Comics Talk Weekly, Azarest Tiger, Louis the 13th, Raider Bear, Slim, Bricks, All Strands. I think that's everybody. Thank you guys for popping in. Oh, hey, Professor Comics. I like how you say tardy, like, you know, like, because Professor, you know, you're in class. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Go have a Wednesday, and then, you know, Thanksgiving tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Professor, catch the replay. Should be up soon. Once I end it, hopefully it processes and posts soon. See you guys.